everybody, it's Mike Drudge coming to you from Vaught RV. Right behind me I have a brand new 2023 Pinnacle 38 FLGS. That's a front living room model. This guy's a little over 44 feet long, a little over 15,000 pounds dry weight. A lot of neat things to show off on the inside, but before we do that, let's take a look around the outside of this beautiful coach. Now you can get a Pinnacle in full body paint, but this is just colorized gel coat. This is sort of the standard color of a Pinnacle, kind of an off-white color, and again, gel coat. You can see we've got our frameless windows everywhere. And again, if you'd like to know the differences between a Pinnacle and a North Point, we did a separate video outlining all the differences between a Pinnacle and a North Point. Most notably, it's wider. It's a wide body compared to a North Point, which is standard 8 feet. This is 8.5 feet wide. This has got a one-piece fiberglass rear cap. It's got some other niceties that we'll show off as we go around. Now, one of my favorite things about this floor plan in general is there's no slide out on this whole fun side of the coach, except for right up here, and it's high. So when you back this into your campsite, your picnic table, your fire pit, all the fun action happens here. You've got all of that real estate to use as you wish because there's no slide out encroaching into the fun side of the coach. So I like that about that on the inside. Now, opening up this door, you can see nice pass-through storage, and we have motion sensor lights everywhere, so those lights will pop on as soon as you break the plane and you got your hands full of stuff. Now this unit was optioned with the optional tailgate or TV. Simply pull out the TV and then I can tilt it anywhere I want out here, and so it's a smart TV. Great for tailgating, great for watching those football games on those cool afternoons at your campsite. Of course, we have our water heater here. This is a DSL, direct spark ignition, DSI I should say, direct spark ignition water heater. Which has pretty much been the standard in the industry. You're going to start seeing more and more of these converting over to tankless water heaters, on-demand water heaters, but you're still going to see a lot of these for the years to come, and that's what we've got on this unit right here. So, moving on around the front, this unit is generator prepped, so if you want to add a generator, you can do that. If you don't add a generator, you've got a bunch of storage up here. Lots of storage in there. Of course, your generator would sit here, your batteries over here. You can put 6 batteries, you can upgrade to lithium if you want to, but it'll come standard with a couple flooded marine deep cycle batteries. Opposite side of our pass-through storage right here, but before we go on, I'll show off our propane, and since we are gen prepped, I have 3 propane bottles. So 120 on your propane capacity instead of 60, simply because it's gen prep. Here's the opposite side of our pass-through storage. See that 5-gallon water jug? That supplies the water to the island spigot. And so you're cooking and drinking that water, not RV park water. Nice clean connections in here. So if you're new to RVing, or even if you're experienced, this takes the mystery out of how to hook up, how to set all these valve settings, whether you're dry camping or you have full hookups and so on. Hot and cold here, so this is an outdoor shower spray port. And in our auto level, we can control the leveling from here. I can do it from the touchpad inside, and I can also do it from the convenience of my phone, which I really like, because that way if I'm over here, I can watch those slides come out and I know I'm not pushing them into a tree or something like that. We do have a whole house water filter here, so all the water coming in the coach is getting filtered before it even hits your faucets on the inside. This is our furnace vent right here. Refrigerator vent here. And one neat thing about this floor plan is a little pass-through, not a little, a huge pass-through storage goes all the way to the other side, which you don't often get in a fifth wheel besides the pass-through storage up front. Now, I'm thinking the in-laws can probably sleep in there, right? So it's big enough to put a bed in there. That's really fantastic. I love that. Now, this comes with Uniroyal tires, which are quality tires. They come, they're warranted just like the Goodyears have been in the past. So it's got a 6-year prorated warranty. Great tires. This has got the Sanicon turbo system, so this is a waste macerating system. Think of it as a garbage disposal for your black tank. It's chewing up all the solids and then pumping them out. It evacuates the tank super fast and has the added benefit too of being able to pump it through a small hose, and you can actually pump it uphill. Or if you're at home and your clean out at your house is a ways away, you can still do that at home with a macerator like this. And you can also use gravity to your favor and do it dump the old-fashioned way too. Now, yet more storage here. Look how clean this is. We've got our aluminum floor joist basically up here. You see our insulation up on top and the diamond plating on the bottom. So nice clean storage again with a motion sensor light. Now here's something unique to a Pinnacle is your power cord reel. So this 50 amp power cord, which can get really heavy and bulky and cantankerous when it gets cold, is on a power cord reel. It really makes rolling this thing up easier, especially on cold days. Now again, a signature of the Pinnacle is this one-piece molded rear cap. It's an automotive style rear cap. You can see our camera right up there. And I can also see that it's got power to it because the little blue light's on. So now, new in 2023, you can use these cameras, both the side cameras, the back camera, and a camera over the door for security. You used to couldn't do that because there was no power going to those. Now, flip the switch on inside, it sends power to those camera locations and you can use them for security. We do have a hitch back here. It's a 3,000 pound capacity hitch. 300 pounds of down weight, 3,000 for towing. So if you wanted to pull a small boat or something like that, you can do that. And you have a 4-prong connector here. A lot of people will use this for a cargo carrier for firewood or your big grain egg or bikes or something like that. Anyway, it's nice to have that. Coming around to the fun side, here's the outdoor kitchen that is great because we have a sink that's plumbed to our holding tanks, and then we have our griddle, which is the gift that just keeps giving. Check out all this prep space, this baked enamel surface, so it's easy to clean and wipe off. And then we've got a little drink refrigerator right next to it here as well. Now, opposite side of our pass-through storage, right here again we have our motion sensor lights that pop on. This is your central vac system here. This simply pops out for changing the bag. It's just the same as changing out a bag in a household vacuum cleaner. Pop this cover up, put a new bag in. Good idea to do that. I'm a big fan of checklists, and this ought to be on your checklist. If you let that bag sit for a period of unuse, it can get a little stinky. So pop a clean bag in there at the end of the season, beginning of the season, whatever. Put that on your checklist. Otherwise, it's easy to forget about it because it just lives down here all by its lonesome. You've got your TV, satellite, and cable hookups in here. So if you wanted to also have a second TV or a larger TV up here, in addition to the one that you've already got, you can do that. Now see up on top, this is all covered with your awning. The entire fun side, save for the little slide out there, is all covered with awning. So, you know, you've got your cooking area, your storage area, if you want to have a television here, lots of patio space covered with your awnings. You can see that camera there, so that's an option. That's your security system camera that does have power to it. I see the blue light on it. So someone comes up late at night, knocks on your door, you can see them on the monitor on the inside before you let them in the coach. What else before we go in? These are JBL speakers. These are great speakers. The sound system in the coach is JBL branded, so you've also got JBL speakers on the outside. A little bit about these steps. These are the Moride step above steps that by themselves are quite heavy, but there's a lift assist that makes it real easy to lift up, and also it won't come crashing down on my head. These legs are fully adjustable, so if you're on different terrain, you can make sure you've got good contact points to the ground simply put this up like so for storage. Make sure your door is open, Mike. Lower it down and deploy it at your campsite. And then again, if you need to adjust these legs, just push in on this tab and drop that leg. Nice solid step. And then of course this pops in for stowing and extra stability entering the coach. All right, lots of good stuff to show off on the inside, so follow me. Let's check it out. Hey, come on in. Come join me in my front living room Pinnacle 38 FLGS. What's special about this? It's got a front lofted living room. This is the front living room model in the Pinnacle line. So check this out. I have a perfect viewing angle to the TV, which is now tucked away, and the fireplace and the stereo system. Now, what I like about this is you can drop the TV just like it is and have this wide open. So say you have 4 couples in here and a couple couples down there and a couple couples up here and you're talking back and forth. You don't want this TV blocking the conversation, so to speak. But let's say we all had dinner, time to have a few drinks and come up here and watch a movie. I can come down here and pop this switch and raise the televator for our smart TV. And then I've got plenty of room for folks to sit up here. 2 opposing sofas and power heated recliners on the opposite end there. So now look at this. I've got this beautiful TV up here right across from those 2 recliners. Now if it's just you and your significant other, you're probably going to spend most of your time right here watching that TV and the fireplace and the sound system. Again, you've got extra seating and extra sleeping if you need it. Each one of these sofas folds out into a nice sized bed, and there's still room to navigate in the middle. So like I say, in that unlikely event that you have some guests show up, you can accommodate them. The other neat thing is with that TV up, it kind of adds some privacy up here. So it's not a completely closed off bedroom, but heck, not bad. So somebody could be sleeping up here and have a little sense of privacy. So we'll start front to back. So we are in the front living room. We are in the modern farmhouse decor. Now, no matter what kind of decor you get, choosing this, the dark wood portion will be the same. So you see this nicely appointed glass inserts on the cabinetry. And in the case of Pinnacle, there's always this added molding around all the doors and drawers that's a little bit fancier and a little higher gloss than what you'll see in the other trim lines. So very classy, same on both sides. You have your extra reading lights up here. Now a lot of the outlets on this coach are inverted, and you'll see a little white sticker on all of them to remind you that they're inverted. So that means that outlet stays hot all the time, even if you don't have shore power. You stop your truck at a Buc-ee's or someplace, a rest area, turn it off. You can come back here, push slides out, and have household current in there for, well, whatever you need household current for. A CPAP machine, perhaps, anything else, plug it in there. The TV's inverted. Multiple outlet locations are inverted in this coach. So nice amount of storage up there. Got our recliners, heated, lighted, massage recliners, nice molding. We do have the WineGuard 360 up here. If you want to have a dedicated Wi-Fi hotspot, simple enough to do. You'll just put a SIM card of your choosing for your carrier, pop it in there, follow the instructions, and now you have a hotspot in here. Okay, so I mentioned the JBL sound system, which I'm a huge fan of. JBL makes great sound equipment. So we have 3 zones, A, B, and C. A are these speakers right here. B are the speakers overhead, and C are the speakers out on the patio. You can turn them all on at the same time. You can connect through Bluetooth and stream music through this system to any of those zones you want to. Now we have our fireplace down here. This is great. It's a fancy space heater, okay? I don't have it throwing heat right now. You can have it on like this just for aesthetics, but it throws a decent amount of heat to knock the chill off. So like I say, if you paid your $50 or whatever a night at the campground, you want to use their electricity to knock the chill off, use this instead of your own propane. So that's pretty cool. A little bit of storage in here. Now again, these are all smart TVs. These are Insignia branded televisions, and there's shortcuts for Amazon Prime and Hulu and Netflix and so on. There's also a little voice command deal. Just mash that microphone and tell the TV what you want to watch, and it'll search it for you. Got USB ports galore. Jayco kind of went wild in 2023 with USB ports. So, you know, you always got a cell phone or a tablet or something that needs a charge, and you can do that. Down here you can see some of our JBL components. That's the subwoofer and some inverted outlets in there. And then this little dial right here is your subwoofer control. So depending on the amount of that bass you want to hear, you can dial that up or all the way off. And that's where it lives, down there in that little cabinet. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop this TV down so I can show you the rest of the cabinetry up here. You can't have too much storage even in a 44 long coach. So this cabinet opens up on all three sides. So you can access dishes or cookware or extra things like that from any side here, which is real handy. Now you'll see these little, they look like remote controls, although they live here on the wall permanently. These are shortcut lighting switches and also slide controls depending on where they're located. You can pop this off of here and replace the battery if you need to years from now. It's one of those little coin-looking batteries, watch batteries basically, but it stays permanently located on here. And don't forget you can do all those controls from your phone as well. Now, coming down into the kitchen area, this is unique. I don't know of another manufacturer that is laid out quite like this. The North Point front living room, the Jayco North Point, is a little bit different than this. Jayco opted to put this big table right here in the middle, and it's on a track, so you can slide this out of the way. If it's just you and your significant other, you may want to just slide this all the way over to the wall, push the chairs over, and now you have access to the cabinetry, much better access anyway, to the cabinetry under here. More USB ports. Now, if there's four of you, you got a couple kids or two couples, and you're dining together, you're going to pull that table into the middle so you can have chairs over there on either side of this. It's up to you. Plus, obviously, you can access the cabinetry under there by moving the table this way a little bit. And of course, the island is oriented perpendicular to the patio side instead of parallel like it is on the North Point. So you have this huge single basin farm style, apron style sink. I do like this color. It's kind of a charcoal color. It's very nice. Jayco's continuing with the matte black high-rise faucets. And then here's that little drinking water faucet that I alluded to that is supplied by that 5-gallon jug down in the basement. Now over here we have our 4-burner Insignia brand cooktop. Very nice. This is a chef style cooktop, so I can remove these grates for easy cleaning. Nice size oven. Yeah, you can do a turkey in there. I get that a lot with a small oven. Yeah, is it big enough to do a turkey? I don't know. How many turkeys have you ever done in an RV? We've done a couple, but we did them in a crock pot. But yes, you can do a turkey in there. So we've got lots of storage here. Never too much storage. Now this is a change in 2023. This used to be a wine rack up here. Jayco has changed it to spices. So you simply pull this down like this. You have your spices lined up here instead of wine. So my question to you, would you rather have a wine rack or would you rather have a spice rack up there? Drop a comment below. I'm really curious. Now remember, I'm not asking if you like wine or spices better, although you can tell me if you want to. But in the case of this space, what would you rather have? Spice rack or a wine rack? While we're voting, let's vote on this. So on the North Point, we have the table that actually lives in a slide that goes out onto the patio side. Here on the Pinnacle, we have this table that slides itself on a little track. So I'm curious, do you like it? Do you love it? Are you in the middle or thumbs down? Let me know what you think. Your vote's more important than mine, and I promise you Jayco pays attention to what you all say. So let's cast those votes. I'm really curious to see what you say. All right, and did we show this? Well, we've got some more doors and drawers, soft close all the way around, very nice. Jayco's famous for their cabinet build, 75-pound ball bearing drawer glides, full extension drawer glides, not cheap drawer glides. Now we have a refrigerator. Yes, we do. It's a 4-door. This particular unit was optioned with a 4-door gas electric refrigerator. Of course, our freezer is up on top, refrigerator down below. You can get this optioned with a residential refrigerator. This has been optioned with a gas electric. What's better about that? If you're going to do a lot of dry camping, boondock camping, this continues to run sipping on a tiny amount of propane for quite a while. Whereas a residential refrigerator, you're pulling on your battery bank. You can still dry camp with a residential refrigerator, very much so. You just have to be a little more cognizant of your battery charge level here running off propane when you don't have electricity available. Now, one other special thing about this is we have a half bath, whereas a lot of the units will have one single bath, and we'll get to the full bath up there, but we have a nice little bath. Porcelain foot flush toilet here, little single basin sink storage underneath. So real handy to have, again, if you have guests over. Now, slip around here. One more thing about what distinguishes a Pinnacle from a North Point is day and night shades both. We have the day shades down right now. These are all soft close, but if you want a little extra privacy or to help keep it cool in here on hot days, just drop these day shades down and it still lets a nice amount of natural light. At nighttime, you're going to drop these full blackout night shades. But day shades are fantastic. The last 2 coaches I've had have had day shades, and I really appreciate how they keep it cool, but still let a nice amount of natural light in the coach during the daytime. Now, if you have a phone that can be charged wirelessly, all you have to do is lay it on the wireless charger, and boom, it starts charging automatically. It's really handy. You don't have to fumble with cords or have cords dangling down here. It's as easy as laying your phone on there. Now, give that a little push and then a pull. And then we have household current here and USB-C and standard USB connections. So if I want to have a blender up here or a toaster oven or a coffee maker or what have you, you can do that right here. Best to hang on to it when you release that little red tab. Otherwise, it'll go slamming down there and pinch your finger. It happens all the time. Lock it in place for travel. Okay. Now, moving up, and now we do have a fantastic fan which I can control right here, so I can raise and lower the fan here. I don't have to get on a stool and get up there and risk falling. Going up the stairway, here's our BM Pro tablet. This is an Android tablet that has all the controls for this coach. Climate, lighting, motors, energy, and tanks, and I can check all of those systems from this tablet. Now, this is a neat thing. These switches down here are all hardwired. So these switches are just like any other switch on planet. You just hit this for all the lights and they're on and off. So coming in, it's a handy shortcut too. You come in, you don't want to fumble around and go through the menu to find the lights, just bump all that. Easy to go, and you got all your lights on. You can go through our awning 1, awning 2, slide 1, 2, 3, and 4, same way, and control that. Now you can do all this from your phone, put that app on your phone, and do all those systems from your phone, which is really nice. Now, I love this. We have a coat closet which has hinged shelves, so I can pop these up out of the way. They're on magnets. And that bottom one does too. So I can hang really tall things in here. Trench coat, raincoat, fishing rods, whatever, can go in here. Or if you'd rather use it as shelf storage, you can do that too. So I like that. And it's right inside the door where it should be. Now, up into the bedroom, master bedroom and bath area. This is really nice. So the front living room lofted, very cozy. Rear master suite. Really, really nice. We have a king bed in here. If you're used to a king bed at home, you got one here. Lift assist with these gas struts makes it really easy to lift this up. I have 2 matching chairs here. They match the chairs that are around the table right now. These are just folding chairs. And then you've got your attachments for your central vac system, your monitor for your camera, as well as your security camera. You got your spray port up there, hose up there. So you got a lot of extra storage under here. And I always tell people when you're shopping around, and you should, do the knuckle test, see what the bed platforms are made out of. In Jayco, they're always, and I use that as an absolute, they're always going to be plywood, not OSB or particle board. This is a lot stronger. It doesn't off-gas and stink like particle board does. And it's a little more expensive, but it's a lot stronger. So good stuff. There are outlets on either side of the bed that are inverted, so if you, again, have a CPAP machine, you can run that CPAP machine from inverted power. Now, nice amount of storage up top in these cabinets and drawers. And drawers and drawers. This is kind of neat. It's a little bench, so get up in the morning, put your shoes on, you can sit here and have this little bench area to do that. Inside here is another wireless charger. Not really sure why Jayco put it there, but I'll take it. So you can lay a phone or anything that will charge wirelessly in there. Of course, this is another closet. You get a closet rod there as well. Can't have too much hanging clothes storage. So, and then we've got a smart TV, just like the TV. All the TVs are smart moving into 2023. Again, Insignia brand. So just like that TV up there, this is a smart TV as well. We've got a barn door style door here going into this really, really spacious master bath. So as you can see, I have a sink here, I have a sink here, plenty of counter space in the middle. This is a new thing. Jayco's done this nice accent backlit shelving up here, which is very, very classy. These are real tiles, real tile backsplashes, and just really nice cabinetry. Jayco's famous for their cabinet building, have been for a long time, and especially is the case on a nice high-end Pinnacle like this. Porcelain foot flush toilet and everything. You can see they've kind of gone with a more industrial kind of look on toilet paper holder, your little robe hooks, and so on here in 2023. What's behind these doors? Well, you can see we've got storage for our hanging clothes, and if you want to put a washer and dryer, this is where it'll go. Of course, these shelves come out. Your washer and dryer stackable unit would go right in there. Nice big shower. So I am 6 feet tall, plenty of room in here, and check this out, man. So we've got this huge spray head up here, boom and boom. So yes, the whole body gets a wash here, and you've got the wand here as well. Very, very nice, very high-end feel to it. You've got a teak seat here, which folds up out of the way, so you really have a lot of room in here. Very nice, and plenty of headroom. Now, if you're taller than me, again, I'm 6 feet tall, there is this skylight, so if you're 6'4", 6'5", you can still have a shower in here. And then we've got a nice glass shower enclosure here. I would recommend keeping a squeegee and squeegee that off and keep it looking nice and clean. I mentioned those checklists before. This ought to be on your checklist. Before you travel, drop this little key down and lock that. That keeps this door from slamming going down the road, because it will. If you don't lock that, this thing's going to go boom, 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 and eventually it may break. So put that on your checklist. Now, lots of room up here. This is really designed for a couple, but you know, it could be a family because you've got extra sleeping spaces up there. A couple couples have plenty of room in here with different parts of the coach with lots of privacy. Again, we're a little over 44 feet long, and I'm trying to trip up the cameraman here. Sorry about that, Brian. 44 feet long and a little over 15,000 pounds dry weight. So you can't have a puny truck and pull this safely. You need a big truck. If you're wondering what kind of truck you need to safely pull it, and you're wondering where you get that information, reach out to us and we'll look up your specific truck, your make model, whether it has a tow package, engine size. All those things factor into how much you can safely tow. We want to make sure you're safe before you hook up and pull anything off the lot, and we're happy to help you with that. So let me know what you think. I'm interested in your comments about this floor plan in particular. I always enjoy hearing from you. And while you're noodling around down there, if you would click like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. That way you'll be the first to know when we post more videos just like this one. My name is Mike Drudge. I appreciate you joining me, and I'll see you next time. Howdy everybody, thanks for joining me today. I hope you learned a thing or two from what I had to say. If you did and feel like it, then click subscribe below. And when I post a video, you'll be the first to know. See you next time.